Nom, 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 nom. Pomegranates are so delicious. But what I love about pomegranates is that they're not only delicious, they're exciting. They're like nature's little treasure box. You crack them open and shiny little rubies fall out everywhere. They're so beautiful and red and bright and shiny, they should be on a Christmas tree. I got a Christmas tree. Seriously though, pomegranates are so yummy, I can just eat them all with a spoon. Now, I don't want to be deceiving to anyone who hasn't tried these tart little treats. The problem with pomegranates is that once you get past the scrumptious, juicy pocket of goodness, you're just eating seeds. And it's pretty crunchy. A little too hard and crunchy. So the best you can do in eating pomegranates is just to enjoy the juicy taste and pretend you don't notice the tooth-shattering, super hard, grainy little crunch. This was the method of pomegranate consumption that I always followed. Until the other day when I tried something amazing and it pretty much changed my life. So listen up, you potential pomegranate partakers. Heed my words. This is wisdom. You take the delicious crunchy granola, you throw a dollop of vanilla yogurt on top, then you sprinkle on the sparkling little gems. When you take your first bite, all you'll get is crunchy granola and sweet fruity goodness. The grainy little seed isn't even noticeable because the granola crunch hides it. I know, genius. I got a Christmas tree. Me and Zach pulled together some cash and went to our local Christmas tree emporium the other night. That's right, real trees only for us. We're purists. The fake ones are okay, but then you have to store them somewhere for the rest of the year, and pine-scented candles just aren't the same as inviting a little piece of nature into your house. We only needed a small tree for our apartment, but when I saw all the trees, I got stars in my eyes and came home with one that's only an inch away from our ceiling. Then we strung it with pretty fairy lights, and then we didn't quite decorate it yet because, well, that's my fault. I went to the store to choose ornaments and ended up wandering the aisles, then staring for 15 minutes, then wandering some more, then staring some more. Nothing was right, so I gave up and went home. Then I went to a different store on another day and stood in front of the decorations until I literally had a cold sweat, teeth-clenching anxiety attack. I grabbed some red ribbon and escaped an hour later. I get anxiety attacks at really strange times, with no real pattern that helps me expect them, and it's pretty inconvenient. Maybe I'll go into that another time. Where was I? Oh, the ribbon. I took it home. It wasn't right. I returned it. I've seriously never done this over a Christmas tree before. Maybe I've put my Christmas tree on too high a psychological pedestal because it's so perfect. It's my quintessential tree. It's the perfect size and shape and level of fresh smelliness. It's the first real tree I've had in years. Maybe I've let that intimidate me. I do get a little too emotionally tied into things sometimes. I know, it's hard to possibly imagine someone like me doing that. The Christmas tree just does something for my soul. Every holiday season when I was growing up, I would wait for my entire family to go to bed. Then I'd come out into the living room and I would just sit in a comfy chair in the light of the Christmas tree. It just felt wonderful being there and enjoying the whole concept of the season. The concept of whole societies practicing goodwill toward their fellow men. I would study all the ornaments because my family's tree always had a huge variety they'd collected over the years. It was delightful. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that my deep level of sentimentality has left my huge, beautiful tree empty for too long. Maybe I should do something about that.
Bring a torch, Jeanette, Isabella. Bring a torch, come swiftly and run. Christ is born, tell the folk of the village. Jesus is sleeping in his cradle. Ah, ah, beautiful is the mother. Ah, ah, beautiful is her son. Quiet now while the child is sleeping. It is wrong to talk so loud. Silence now as we gather around him. Jesus. Hush, hush, see how fast he slumbers. Hush, hush, see how fast he sleeps. Hasten now, good folk of the village, hasten now the Christ child to see.